Dances with Films, LA's favorite indie film fest since 1998. Excited to speak to the cast and crew and filmmakers. I'm Katie Jacques, back this year at the historic and haunted Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, California. So we got lots coming, some great interviews up ahead. How's the project, Paper Flowers?
Yeah, it was a bit, it was both a really exciting and challenging movie to take on because it's based on a true story. The family is here tonight to see it, and so we're hoping that we did it justice. But it was also really exciting because we got to tell this very special story, and we hope that it touches people.
Absolutely, and it's a huge responsibility playing a real life person. So what was that like for you as an actor?
You said it. It's a huge responsibility, and the family is here tonight watching. So it is a huge responsibility, and we took a lot of care with making sure we did the right, research and put all of our hard work into it, and reading things, watching things, and then just figuring out where myself and him sort of intersect, and then.
And it was such a heavy story. I'm assuming there was some levity on set, right? Even though it's such a heavy story. What was the experience on set like? What was your favorite scene to shoot? Or tell us some behind the scenes moment that really stood out for you.
Yeah.
Anyone?
We'd be crying during a take, and then as soon as Mahesh, our director, yells cut, Kapil will somehow make me laugh. So it was we maintained the levity. I think even though it's a sad story, it's a story that's full of love. And so the only way to portray that is to have fun together and fall in love with each other as a cast, and keep that chemistry going. And so, yeah, being able to be in a space of levity before a take almost made the bond stronger, and when it is time to turn it on for the camera, the work has already been done a little bit. Yeah.
And prepared and ready to let things happen organically, it sounds like. Wow. And what was it like being vulnerable out there? And I don't know. I don't know. What do you want people to take away from it? What kind of message do you want people to take away, and what impact do you hope this has?
Yeah, I think for me, the message is always no matter how much time you have left, you can always find meaning in things, big or small, and it's totally up to you to decide what that is. It's not on anyone else, and I think that was really inspiring and really motivated me, and something that I took out of the movie too. So.
Don't take life for granted, right? Don't take our time here for granted. What time does it premiere? It's tonight, right?
Tonight at 7:30. Yeah.
7:30. And let's get your social media for everybody before we let you guys go. Social media?
Yeah. My social is at KTalwalk, KTALWALK.
And you, Olivia?
I'm at itmeolive.
Excellent. Well, I'm excited for the project, kids. For real, I feel like it's going to be an intense experience. It's some movie that stays with you, right?
I hope so.
What was it like working on the project? What was your vision, sir?
So it's based on a true story. Yes, it is a story that has some tragedy in it, but we wanted to make an inspirational, hopeful story. So I hope, as much as gut-wrenching as it is also a hopeful story. That's what we're looking for.
The trailer definitely got my attention, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. And what was your involvement in the project as well? Tell me about it.
I'm an actor in the film. I play Reema Shah, the character based on a true story of Shalan Shah. I play his mom. And and it was wonderful to work on it. It was inspiring, the story of Shalan and his family, and working with an amazing director, cast and crew. And Karan, Soni here.
Yeah, and actor as well, yes?
Yes, actor.
What was it like playing a real person? That's a huge responsibility, right? How did you go about, I don't want to say how did you go about preparing for it, but what were your thoughts leading into production?
I think my character was changed a little bit for the story so that no one sued. So I got to do my own spin on it, which was really fun. Yeah, I had the easier job. I wasn't playing the main protagonist, so yeah.
Well, what do you want people to take away from it? Is there a message of hope? Is it just about
Yeah, to not take anything for granted. That's really it. To appreciate every moment. That was Shalin's message, and we hope that the movie says that too.
I think about that all the time. Yeah, don't take life for granted. So, how do you think this is world premiere, right? World premiere. So, how does this festival stand out? What made you want to come here to Dances with Films?
Yeah, I mean, this is great, right? This is really fun, and it's the indie spirit. I think there's a lot of doomsdays about movies in general, and I think indies have always been the answer. So this is fun to be here because I think this is the sort of the indie festival here in LA.
It's got good vibes, like fun, eclectic, kind of chill feel, right? You can relax tonight.
Very cool. I mean, so many people, independent films, there's amazing stories. They're hard to make films, independent films, you know, it's a real labor of love.
And are you excited for the family to see the project tonight? I heard some had seen it, but are you excited, nervous? What are you thinking?
Whole family's here.
Your whole family?
Yeah, my kids are here. So.
Your social media before we wrap up, guys.
It's Karan Soni on Instagram.
At Meera Simhan.
And Mahesh Pailoor.
All right, well, have fun tonight, guys. It's a good time. You're a good vibe. Nicole with Dani California. Tell us about the project and all the hats you had to wear. Writer, producer, director.
Yeah, well, I'm 16. I've been making films since I was in middle school. Started during COVID. So I've always been kind of doing it by myself. So I kind of created the project. I recorded the music for it. It's originally Red Hot Chili Peppers. But I recorded the drums, bass, guitar, sang on it, and then I kind of started listening to the music a bunch, and then I came up with the story and was in it too. So
great, man. At 16. Well, give us a little, if you had to give us the synopsis in one sentence, tell us.
it's about a girl who has struggles at home, but she finds an out and like her muse with songwriting and music.
And is that your favorite band, Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, I love Olivia Rodrigo. I love Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Rodrigo. Yes.
Have you seen them both in concert?
I haven't seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I really wanted to go. I know I haven't, but I saw Olivia Rodrigo this year.
You have to be like, I guess we have to exchange numbers now.
Oh, true. Absolutely.
And tell us why you chose this film festival to premiere your project. I mean, how do you think this film festival stands out from others?
I'm really excited. This is like my first look into the film world. I'm going into film. I'm visiting colleges while I'm here. So I think this was a great festival, and it's in the Chinese theater, which is so iconic. So I'm really excited.
Let's get your social media before you take off.
Nicole Semeka 9 on Instagram.
Congratulations and have fun tonight. Good luck with the project. Thank you, Leon and Kevin. You're here with A Little Hope for Chicago. I watched the trailer. It looks incredible. It covers what? It's like performance art, covers activism, oppression, hope. How did all these elements come together? I'm so excited about this. I really want to see it. Tell me.
Well, the foundation of it all is standing to your right. Mr. Kevin Nichols, it's his life story. It started with him feeling inspired to share his story, to send a message of hope to people who have been through things that are similar to the path that the things he endured. And he allowed me to be part of telling that story. And what we wanted to do is do it in a way that really did honor to his story, but also elevated the idea of what a one-man show is, and to really bring you into those moments so that you can laugh with him, you can cry with him, you can feel all those emotions. We wanted to tap into all that, so that's why we approach it the way we did.
Well, that's really cool. And Kevin, it sounds like it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. And I mean, how did how did the vision come together, and what was it like for you? Tell us about the behind-the-scenes experience of making this film.
Well, what happened was there's something tragic that happens in the film. So my wife said I was mute for a year. So when I came out of being mute for a year, she said, you should tell your story. So I ended up writing my story, turns it into a one-man show. And I took this one-man show and started performing it in theaters. So I said, you know what? I want to turn this into a film. This guy is somebody I has worked with on 3 or 4 different projects. And I knew he would take the time to craft it the right way. And I mean, he wasn't going to rush it. He was going to take his time. So we got together. He asked a gang of questions to make sure that he wanted to do this, because he was like, this is personal. This is somebody's story. I want to make sure I do this right. So when he agreed to do it, I was like, bam, bingo, got him. Let's go. We're winning. And so that took us to another level where we started shaping it and forming it. So I would send him clips of me performing, and he's not the type that's gonna get real excited because he waits and he'll hit you with the response of like, keep working on it. I can see where it's headed. That's his way of trying to say,
it needs work. It needs work.
Yeah, but he's the type that it cannot need work. He just wants the best of the best. So he kept pulling, and by the time we got ready to shoot, he was like, okay, it's ready. I was like, we went through a year process of this, dude.
I know, right? Well, it was a huge responsibility. I mean,
What Kevin doesn't realize is I was already directed it in my head as he was sharing that stuff with me. I'm already seeing it, and I know I'm building it already. What we're gonna do, how we're gonna approach it.
how has this project affected your relationship? As it made you grow closer? Like you have more of an appreciation, I'm sure, for each other, right?
You know what? It's been about 20 years now. So Kevin and I first worked together on my student thesis film. Yeah, in 2004. So
what was the student thesis?
It was called The Slowdown.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, so that was the start. It started with us just director, actor, right? And I was so impressed with his work. And when you meet certain people that like, I want to work with this dude. And when I do stuff, I'm gonna think of him, and I want him to think of me for things that he does. And we did that. And we continue to be a team together over, like Kevin said, 4 projects. And of course, over that time, you become more friends than just the work, right? So, and then this film is about such a personal part of Kevin's life that sharing that with him and watching him work through this film, I felt like that brought us closer also. Yeah.
I really am. This is one of the films I'm super excited about for this festival. And we got to wrap, but let's get your social media so we can keep in touch and let the audience find out more about this project.
Awesome. I'm Leon Lozano, Son of Oakland Productions.
And Kevin?
At Kevin Nichols Exclusive. You have to spell it exclusive in a specific way. XCLUSIV. Kevin Nichols XCLUSIV.
Fancy. That is exclusive. Well, have fun tonight, gentlemen. Great speaking with you.
Thank you.
We're here with the creator and cast from The Disinvited, a fun wedding film, huh? A fun little family wedding film. It looks exciting.
Big family film.
Tell us about the project, the genesis, the inspiration. We'll start with you.
All right. The Disinvited is a psychological thriller with horror tendencies and a lot of dark humor throughout. And it's about someone dealing with a mental health crisis, and basically instead of his friends trying to help the situation, they all disengage, and the main character decides to confront them, and things get weird.
Just a little bit, right? I saw the trailer. Definitely an intense kind of psychological thriller. What was the process for you guys like? And what did you think about the family dynamics within the film?
The family dynamics are interesting, especially for my character, but the process was great. I mean, all indie films, you're sort of shooting from the hip, and you got to make every day count because you don't have 4-page shoot days. You got 8, 10-page shoot days. But with these guys at the helm and the team we put together, everyone was giving 110% every day, and I'm really excited with the film that we put out, so I hope you enjoy it.
I'm looking forward to it. You want to add to that, please?
Well, the film, I just want to say that this film would not have been possible. It's, of course, the crew and the cast, but Sam Daly really showed up when we had nobody leading this film. We had to drop our other main actor. We had 3 weeks to start shooting a film. We found him last minute. He learned 98 pages in 3 weeks and absolutely killed it. You would have thought he had months to practice this role. And it shows in the movie, it shows in the trailer, and it shows in the final outcome, and I couldn't be more proud.
Well, if I need you to memorize the telephone book or the dictionary, you're the guy.
Oh yeah, give me a day. I'm good.
So I have not seen the film yet. Has it premiered, or is this the world premiere?
Tonight, 11:45 p.m.
11:45 p.m. So let me ask you then, how does this film festival stand out from the rest? Why did you guys choose this one to premiere the film? You want to answer that?
I mean, I've always loved dances. I've lived in LA for 20 years, and this has always been one of the paramount displays of independent filmmaking. And now it's the biggest film festival in Los Angeles. And so we are thrilled to be having our North American premiere right here tomorrow night.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. We got to wrap up. Let's get your social media before we let you go, please.
I'm just Sam Daly. Just my name.
Simple.
Sam Daly.
Sam Daly. And you?
Rockin' Horse of Time.
That's a cool one. I like that. And you, my dear?
And come find us, The Disinvited, on Instagram.
We'll follow up with you. Have fun tonight, guys. You guys are here with Dance As You Are, all filmed primarily on iPhones, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It was very last minute, and I didn't have a lot of time to prep, so I was like, don't let anything hold you back. That's the theme of the movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, we have an iPhone, and then it just kind of took off from there. And then when I needed the dancers to kind of show me who they were, I had them start vlogging and sending it in, so it was on iPhones, and it just kind of came about organically, which I think really feeds into the style and theme of the movie, and that it is a very real movie.
Totally, yeah. Well, I mean, for you guys, this was what, like a once in a lifetime unique experience. What's the one thing you want people to know about your experience in the project and the film itself?
Experience is definitely, if you want to do something like this, just put on your sneakers and do it. And at the studio, at this particular studio, they promote these dance recitals yearly. It just so happens that this one got documented. So yeah, it was great fun. Great fun.
Was it difficult to be vulnerable on camera and for the project?
Yeah, very much so. Just the thing is, I'm always inside my head, so I love to dance. It was just a way to just get out of my comfort zone, and it's just a very liberating feeling.
Well, we're looking forward to, and this is the world premiere, right?
This is the world premiere.
What time is it premiering?
5 p.m. tomorrow night, June 21st. So come and see it.
Love it. And let's get your social media so we can keep in touch.
Sure. Mine's just Errol Koch, C-O-C-H, at Instagram, right.
Do you guys have social media you want to share with us?
No.
Functional 40s.
I got to keep up with you just so I can get that sweatpant. Have fun tonight, guys. Thanks for speaking with us. And tell us about the genesis of this project and what it means to you.
Well, the genesis of this project is what this country is built on. It's built on immigrants. It's built on people that have come from other places and other parts of the world that have helped to make this country an incredible place. And it's a story that sometimes we forget about. We've gotten a little spoiled in this country about who we really are, versus this sort of false narrative that has been existing for the past several years. And so this story refocuses that about a group of people that have come from Burma, specific to Southeast Asia, Myanmar, who are fleeing oppression and genocide to be able to resettle in the United States, ironically in the South, and ironically right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, in a place called Clarkston, Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the trailer. It's definitely an intense story about this family, right? And I mean, it makes you realize how much we take for granted, right? The opportunities we have and in our lives. So what do you want people to take away from the project?
Love thy neighbor. Like being able to reach out to others makes all the difference in the world. And if you have the faith to reach out to others, someone will reach out to you.
And what time is it premiering?
It is premiering at 4:45 tomorrow at the Chinese Man Theater.
Excellent. And how can we follow up with you? What's your social media?
My social media is really easy. You can just type in FR3DER1CK in Google. You'll get everything that is also at everything, whether you're doing Facebook or, Snapchat, TikTok, all that.
Threads is the new one. X. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's nuts. It makes you feel old. I can't keep up anymore.
Remember you as Frederick Elizabeth Taylor, though.
You should.
Just tell us about your experience in the project, what you want people to take away from it. It has a beautiful message, yes?
It has a beautiful message. It's also, it's about grief, it's about love, it's about so many things in addition to zombies. And the experience of making it was absolutely beautiful. All of us coming together, doing it, taking the leap. A year ago, here we are. They were on it for 6 years, so it's been quite a ride, and the movie is going to take you on quite a ride. So
I can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be an emotional and physical roller coaster, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
So what was it like as a producer? Give us some behind the scenes.
Listen, for me, it's a labor of love and it's a joy. Nothing better than making movies, having fun while we do it. It's what we do for a living, but also to work with our dear friends. Jeff and Jen have been friends of mine for 20 some odd years, and to be able to actually get in the trenches, get in the field and work together. He's a brilliant director. He knows what he wants. He goes out and gets it. He's got a wonderful partner who's a strong producer as well, so it was a joy to work with them.
And when does it premiere? Tell us.
Tomorrow night, right here at Dances with Films.
What time?
9:15 p.m.
Excellent. Theater 1 at 9:15. All right, we're gonna be there. I want to see it, man. We got to wrap up. Tell us about the effects and stuff. Like, what was the zombie stuff like?
Oh, they're amazing. Because we shot this during the SAG strike, we got an interim agreement. A lot of people were out of work. So we were blessed with Bart Mixon and his team, the guys who did Guardians of the Galaxy, the guys who did It. I mean, the top-notch makeup guys all jumped on board. So we had makeup, we had special effects, we had stunts, we've got fire, we've got wire work, it's crazy.
Yeah, you can really take your time with it. 6 years later, you're finally here on the carpet. Well, let's get your social media so we can follow up with you guys. Social media.
Social media.
Before, you know, nothing?
No.
Nothing? All right. Social media, Jennifer.
Oh, mine's at Coach Jen Wolf. I'm also a life coach.
Oh, I love that. I was like, coach.
She's the reason we made this. I need the life coach.
I might be calling you.
Yeah, anytime.
And it's at Jeff Wolf Director on Instagram and morningrock.com.
Fantastic. All right, guys. We'll have fun tonight. I love it.
I'm one of the programmers for Dances with Films, and also my film Altered Perceptions was one of the 250 contenders for Best Picture Oscars for 2024.
That's very impressive, Jorge. Congratulations. Well, as a programmer for this festival, how do you determine what films you bring in, and just, how does this festival stand out from the rest?
This festival stands out from the rest because it is a very big festival, but it's small as far as it's very intimate. So the filmmakers are able to network with industry, and that's what keeps the filmmakers coming back. Because remember, there is no festival without the filmmakers, and they are the heart of this festival. And we have a very strong alumni network. So that is very important for the festival to keep our relationships with the filmmakers. My film Altered, I'm also an alumni from 1998, and I'm in addition to programming, I also moderate films as well. But you can check out my film Altered Perceptions that just came out last month everywhere in DVD, Blu-ray, and digital platforms everywhere.
And what is your social media that we can keep in touch with you on?
Social media is Jorge Ameer, at JorgeAmeer.
Well, thanks for speaking with us. And hey, here's to another 20 years of Dances with Films, right?
I have been with this festival since 1998, since its inception, literally.
It is your baby.
I feel it like it. And actually, we started in New York. We're going into third year of starting in New York, and that has been amazing. Every single show in New York has sold out. And we're just there 3 years, so it's fantastic as well.
It's expanding then, yeah. What do you see for the vision, for the future vision of the festival?
I know there's talk that they want to take it to London. I don't want to speak too early, but I know they will be expanding. I'm sure that's part of their plan.
I'm totally down. We'll come to London and New York with you, like in a hot minute. We'll have fun tonight. Thanks. Incredible opening night this evening at the Dances with Film Festival here in Hollywood, California. There's some emotional and gut-wrenching and intense films on the lineup, you guys. Had a great time talking to the filmmakers, ready to grab a drink at the bar. That's a wrap tonight on the orange carpet. I'm Katie Jacques with Major Film Events, and keep watching, because you never know where we'll be next.